Starbridge, and breaking on the seaside is 124, the 9th North Watford that we've seen going very well, but going well too as they go away just out of my view is 119, I think it is. Andrew, as they come up to you.
Yes, indeed. He's got it on the inside. In fact, it's 118, followed by 124, followed by 126, 117 and 123 right together, and 102 tucked in behind them. Bit of a gap, 103, 110, 121, 116. Coming down towards you now, David, through the turn.
So we look for 118 as he comes down towards it. This is 118, the 15th Starbridge, making the bottom turn now, nearly tipped it over, got back under control, round safely. So too is 124, the 9th North Watford, Chelsea in 126, and 117, the 15th Starbridge in 4th. So into the pit change, and a very good, very slick pit change for 118, the 15th Starbridge, and well up on the rest of the field. 10 lengths up on the rest, lying in second place now, 124. Andrew.
Yes, he's got more than 10 lengths, must be. He's going very well indeed. He's got well clear of the field. Next to him, 124, still in second. Then 3 cars together, very little to choose between them. 102, just having the edge. 117, no, 123, just going round into 4th.
And 102 then goes up into 3rd place on that word. But taking the bottom bend now is 118, the 15th Starbridge. They've really got that car right, those nice big wheels. Coming down into 2nd place is 124 making the turn now, and 10, 12, 20 lengths behind. And then through the bottom corner now is 117, stalled it on the corner. Is that going to cost him this 3rd place? No, he's just pulling back into the race with 102 just into 4th.
And we've actually got 118 lapping people already. I mean, he's gone, lapped his first.
122 has just spun off the track down the approach to the finish. That's Ambukert Holy Trinity. He just spun off, knocked his knee, nothing more.
124 coming through in second, and slight bit of confusion. Got 112, a back marker in all kinds of trouble, making his way very slow at the hill. But in 3rd we have 123, followed by 117, the other Starbridge car.
So 123 then into 3rd. That's Ambukert Holy Trinity, and 117, the 15th Starbridge, into 4th place at the moment, and as we see them. But we look for 118 to come zapping down the back straight, ready to make this very tight turn. I seem to have lost 118 from that.
He's going so quickly, he's just going past me. He's way out in the lead.
So 118 well up on the field, so that's good news for the 15 Starbridge. Just don't let them overcook it. 126, the first Chelsea has rammed the safety barrier on the bottom turn, and 109, the
124 just coming through in second, trying very hard indeed. And 123 in 3rd.
109, the 10th Wexford, had to brake very hard and lost a tyre in the process.
Now, it could be 117 still in 4th, but it may be 128. I think he's on the same lap. He certainly seems to be trying hard enough.
Now, 118, I seem to have lost. Andrew, is he up with you?
Yes, indeed. He's just come up to me. He's just gone past the back marker. He's fine away from the rest of the field. 126 going through very quickly.
And 124, I suspect, climbing up the hill to you.
Yes, indeed.
So 118 now, the 15th Starbridge, going through the bottom bend and going very, very strongly indeed, heading up towards the pits.
124 just gone through.
126 has just turned himself over neatly. That's the first Chelsea on the bottom bend. He's lost a bit of fairing, or his fairing's adrift. The lad's all right, the car's all right, it's back underway again. The first Brinklow, car 120, had a few problems on that bottom bend, but he's still together. And 124 is just going through the bottom bend. So if we still think it's probably 118, 124 in 1st and 2nd place, but there's a lot happening.
Yes, 118 is just going through now at the top of the Rose Garden, and there's actually nobody in sight who's catching him.
So the 15th Starbridge with half a lap up on the second car, the 9th North Watford.
One, 2, 4 coming through now. Being very hard pressed by 1, 2, 6.
Car 102, the 6th Home Valley, is being pushed home on the back straight. Coming down to the bottom bend now, the 6th Home Valley, making the turn. Nearly lost it, a little mistake there. Now he's got to get a bit of gear shift to get it going, and he's being chased behind by the hand pusher, the 6th Home Valley. 124 then, going past the hand pusher, 124. We say that's our second mark.
We've got our first visit to the Rose Garden, 109. He's just popped off. He seems to be okay. He's just holding his knee and getting annoyed with his car.
110 has turned over. That's the 24th lead down on the bottom bend. The driver thrown clear of the car, but like a true lad, straight back into it. Perhaps the odd graze on his knee. Back into the car, pedaling like a good one. His handler shot down from the pits to pick him up. He's out of the car, jumping back into the pits, out of the way. What a good lad. You turn a car over, you fall out of it, you jump back in and you carry on racing. My goodness me. 109 just staggering to the pits now.
I got 118 coming through, but I saw 124 go through before him, so I don't know if he's still our leader. He certainly looks like he is, but no, he can't be, because 117, his teammate, is catching him. I think we've got to change the lead, David.
So we think that 124 could have gone up on 118. Surely not. There was half a length in it.
Yes, but if you look behind 118 at the moment is 117 Starbridge, and he was more than half a lap behind.
Well, 118, the 15th Starbridge, is now just going into the pits. Southsea and 126 just running into the pits now. You see how these pit changeovers are slicking up.
124 just going through, followed by 123. And 118 now going through. He looks like he's really trying hard. So I think there may have been a mistake there, David. I think he may have drifted down a bit.
So we're now suggesting that 123 and 124 are up in contention. 124 has just got a problem on the bottom bend. He's got out of the bottom bend. 124, the 9th North Watford, is being pushed back into the pits at some speed. Nearly lost it and shoved it across the opposite side of the course. 124, a mechanical problem. He's having to be pushed into the pits. So this could be another change in the running order. Mechanics looking at the car. 10th Retford and car 108 overbrake coming into the bottom corner, and 117 pressing hard up his exhaust pipe. 116 making that turn well. Turnover for 110, the 24th Lee. The driver out of the car, into the car. It's the 24th Lee and 110, and just a few back markers sliding through, and now away.
I think you'll find that 123 is the leader. 118 is in second. He's coming along very hard. He looks like he's trying that hard enough to be in second place.
So Anne booked at Holy Trinity then, by our reckoning, up into the lead, with the second marker being the 15th Starbridge. Quite a bit of confusion in the pit area. Car 110, just getting back underway. Car 120, the 44th Coventry, changing. 124, lots of tyre squeal, back braking as he comes down into that bottom bend, safely round. 124, we think there has been a mistake there and it slipped down the field a bit, so we're not chancing our arm as to where he's standing in the running.
Well, 123 isn't first anymore if he was before. 118 has just gone sailing past him. I think our leader is in fact now 118.
And they're at the halfway mark. 118 coming down, braking hard into the bottom corner, taking it round, putting the drive back on. Just up behind him is 115, the third tip shelf. 114, Dalesman making the turn, sliding, hit there by 110, the 24th Lee. The 24th Lee, involved in a shunt a little earlier on. One of them has left something on the ground. I don't know what it is or who it belongs to. But out of that little fracas, first out is the 24th Lee, with Del Piano's 114, St. Francis, being pushed home. So whether there's a chain adrift there or not, I know not. But out of that little incident, 110, the 24th Lee, which did the ramming, did actually come off best. At least we've got to see him underway first.
118 has just gone through up here, David. He's certainly the fastest thing on the course at the moment.
118 then, the 15th Starbridge going well. And descending fast to the bottom bend. On comes the braking. They've really got that sorted out. There's a bigger wheel on the back, a wider wheel it would seem, with wider tyres which are doing well. The very sick car is 109. 112 and 115. That's the 65th Nottingham and the 3rd Tibshelf have collided on the bottom corner and are now trying to get themselves sorted out. Both cars are being pushed home. 115, the 3rd Tibshelf, and 112, the 65th Nottingham, both on a home push job. 124 going through with a big squeal of tyres. That's the 9th, North Watford, heading fast towards the pits.
We've got 103 on a push home job as well. And 118 has just gone through, and 128 was in front of it. It's catching him as he goes through the bend.
And there's a complete capsize for 120, the first Brinklow. Thank goodness for those padded safety barriers and those crash hurt the lad was wearing. The car turned straight over. He went into the safety barrier. The lad's back in the car. He's back in the race. And 120 from the 44th Coventry, is back in the race. The driver has changed over and just reporting, grinning to his handlers that all's well. He just took a tumble. He's back in the race. Well, that's how you do it. If you're running out of steam, that's car 103, the 6th Home Valley, being pushed round the bottom bend.
118's just coming through. It looks like he's going to lap his teammate very soon. He's closing on him quite quickly.
$117 Challenger, that very quick car going through. No sweat, no problems. They just seem to have got that car exactly right for Grand Prix racing, and so too their teammate, also from the 15th Starbridge, car 118, heading up towards the pits now. 114. With St. Francis having a little bit of trouble on that bottom bend, as he has been all afternoon. A back push for the 24th Lee. 121, the 44th Coventry nearly lost it. The 24th Lee, on the hand pusher, just rammed the turning barrier on the bottom corner.
We've got 118 just gone past 117, his teammate. Looks like he's got a lap ahead of him now.
Watch behind you, marshals. There are cars coming. Hornet 2 just stalling. That's car 124 from the 9th North Watford. And just being overtaken there by 102 from the 6th Home Valley. 118, braking hard, taking the corner, taking it well, and coming right up the exhaust pipe of 116 from the 3rd Tibshelf as they both head into the pits. Now let's watch the changeover, a very, very fast changeover from 118, so this driver leaping out the way, but first out was 116, the 3rd Tibshelf out of the pits. Andrew.
Yes, we've got 124 and 126 having a nice little dice here together. 126 getting the advantage at the top, but 124 has got the inner line as they go down, so we have to see how they sort themselves out. And I think coming up to me is 118. Is it? Yes, indeed it is.
112 completely lost it on the bottom bend. The 65th Nottingham, and just went straight into the safety barriers. Not at any great lick. The car's okay, the lad's okay. He's pedalling out, and a little bit of gear slip is just a chain. He's dropped his chain, and he's going to make it home with a big fat push. 116 sliding wide there from the 3rd Tibshelf, but still very much underway, and round goes 118 and 117. Both from the 15th Starbridge, going powerfully, going well. 110 with 5 minutes to run is in trouble in the pits with the handlers having a look at it. That's the 24th Lee. It had some mechanical troubles earlier, and they've got some difficulties now. Quite a bit of punching in the bottom turn there as the 6th Home Valley comes out last out of the little ruckers. Coming into the bottom bend now, 121, the 44th Coventry, and making it. How's it looking at the top turn? Andrew?
Well, it seems the battle to watch is one between 124 and 126. They're both trying very hard indeed. 118 has just come through, cruising quite nicely, followed by 116 and 120, who seems to be having a little bit of trouble. 117, the Norton Challenger going through. And another nice little dice is between 123 and 128, so watch those two.
Del Piano's sponsored vehicle, that's 114. The St. Francis is trailing something quite objectionable for under his car. I don't know what it is, but he's still underway.
114, I'll look out for it.
114, a little low-slung yellow job, and we're getting back wheel braking and back wheel slide rounds as 117 goes around, and 128 cuts across everybody. 120 has to abort and go straight on and take a very wide turn on the bottom bend, and by the grace of heaven, just missed by the third tip shaft with 115, braking hard and back wheel sliding.
Yes, we've got 118 going through again. It seems to be relentless progress. Oh yes, I see. 114's going through. I guess I don't quite know what it is dragging underneath the car, but it looks revolting.
St. Francis of the Mitre Dangle, and 126 from Selsey making a big slide run and just missing the safety barrier. A lot of tyre squealing from the 9th North Watford in 124, being hotly pursued by 118, and I recognise that as the 15th Stourbridge, and the other Stourbridge car seems to have vanished temporarily.
Well, 117 you're looking for. He's
Correct.
just gone past me. He's just coming down towards you. He's just been taken, I think, by 128, I think you'll find.
Well, it's 116 then, coming into the pits now, the third tip shelf. And 117 has just passed me on the bottom bend, heading fast towards the pits. Again, the 15th Stourbridge. So they're looking very, very powerful. 3 minutes to run now. As 102, the 6th Home Valley comes into the bottom bend and brakes late, has to take a very wide turn, and is taken through on the inside of the turn by 121, the 44th Coventry. And coming astern of them is 120, the 44th Coventry also. A big clutch of people braking down now to get around this bottom bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all together. And coming out of that well is 124, the 9th North Watford.
Yes, we have 123 and 117 locked in battle here. And, they seem to have dropped 128 who was with them.
On the bottom corner now, 108 coming into it, the 10th Retford taking the turn now. Losing a gear. Chain back, away. Tip shelf on 116, braking hard. Round goes 117, the 15th Stourbridge.
118 is coming through now. Oh, we nearly lost it then. It was a heavy bit of traffic. And it's just gone through the inside of 124. These two seem to be having fun together.
68th Coventry nearly all but overturned. He was virtually onto two wheels on that bottom bend, but safe now up into the pits, and the change has taken place. Stourbridge in 15 Stourbridge going through very fast in the bottom bend in 118. Selsey there also 126.
123 and 117 going through here, still locked together, and it's still about the same distance away from the 128. They seem to be circulating together, those three.
And to North Watford in 124, a very fast change out of the pits. With 1 minute to run.
And 118 is pulled clear of 124. I think there was a lap between them. But 124 is beginning to be hard pressed by 126.
Some congestion down at the bottom turn between 103, the 6th Home Valley, and 116, I think it is. 116, the third tip shot. And out of that, the Home Valley seems to come off worst, having to be pushed back into the pits. And it seems that steering has gone. The car's out of the race. What a great shame. The driver walks away from it in the disgust that only racing drivers can give to cars when they go wrong. Braking into the turn is the other Home Valley entry. So 102, you're the one who's back in the race. Or should I say, still in the race.
118 coming through, making relentless progress.
It's been a very good race for the 15 Starbridge. They've got these cars absolutely right.
And we've got a bunch of 3, 126, 116 and 121 coming through.
Finish
all very
flag
close
is up.
together.
Finish flag is up. First over the line, 128, then 108, and then 118, the 15 Starbridge. Coming down now, 126, the first Chelsea, and then 116, the third Tibshop, and then 121, the 44th Coventry. Those are over the liners, remember, not necessarily the winners. Let's be quite clear about it. And here comes this little car that staggered round with bits hanging off it, the St Francis entry, 114. Followed at a spanking pace by the 9th North Watford in 124, and then 102, the 6th Home Valley. And coming down the back straight now, it's 123, the Amblecote Holy Trinity, followed by the 3rd Tibshelf in 115, and then it's 117, the 15th Starbridge. We'll have that official result out from the judges just as quickly as we can, because with the